In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one, 49 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 6 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. It's caught by Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is taken at the 10.
Let's go, baby.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 57 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On second down now, it's Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
You got nothing.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On first down, it's Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with the tackle. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Tight down. There you go.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jamal Williams there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that up? And got his man, complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Big series. Hey, alert.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky flush to his right. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. When you're under a minute to go here in the half, field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But
he's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Rodgers to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up second down.
319. Hey, watch the screen.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
We got 3. We got
They begin with a run by Davis. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
18.
Check cross. Slam. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Check. 42's the mark.
Alert.
Watch that. Check 4.
This is Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the edge. Safe.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Rodgers. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will put them on top here in the third. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They will run with Grant. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They go back to Grant. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Trubisky going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 54 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Jones has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go again with Davis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run on first down. It's Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Move. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on. 180. Check. 42's the mark. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch the shit.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He's back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And that is going to...